begin with leadership lessons for a new world. There is so much that is already being said about the pre-COVID world, and there is a post-COVID world. We are hearing new nomenclatures. So now here's the thing. I won't be looking at, I won't be going into the pre-COVID world because we have lived over there. We all are experts at where we are coming from. The real question is the challenge that we have on hand. How do we look at it right now, and where are we going from here? So I'll be focusing my conversation particularly from a perspective of how we see the situation and how we are looking at moving forward in the future. So most of it, as Priya Srinivasan rightly said, that there is a lot of negativity in the air. So thank you so much for sharing what you shared, Srinivasan. There is a lot of media that is doing the rounds. So let me make it very simple, guys. The kind of world that we live in, and as our friend rightly said, there are all sorts of people who live on the planet. Like the five fingers are not of the same size. Most importantly, what we have to focus is what concerns us. So more specifically, I consider that, this is an audience which is primarily students. And if, pass out students, or you just actually passed out from the college, I would have a particular set of sharing for you guys. So hang on. Now, this is something which you need to look at. Number one, you need to take care of, like, this is the same situation. Some sees it as a challenge. Some sees it as an opportunity. I will give you one quick proof of sharing the opportunity in this entire thing. For the last 2.5 months, when the world has been locked up inside their own homes, millions of people have lost their jobs. The reality is there are people out there in the world, the very same world that we live in, who are making much more money than they were making earlier, who are creating much more wealth than they were creating earlier. And I'm not talking of just about anybody, but I'm talking of the big billionaires out there. They have, and this is all published news. I may be having the newspaper somewhere around, otherwise you can just go to my Facebook link and there would be actually a photograph of a newspaper. The top 5 billionaires, and now this might be news to a lot of people, the top 5 billionaires out there, I'm sorry, what happened? Okay. I don't know if you can hear me. Yeah, the top 5 billionaires out there in the world have increased their wealth by $434 billion. Now, this is not a joke. This is something like 19% of their wealth in just 2.5 months of the lockdown. What does that mean? What does that convey? It conveys something very strong if we can read the message. The message is, it is in your mind space that you infer a certain situation and call it a challenge, call it a problem, or call it a great opportunity, call it something, oh wow, I have been waiting for this. So it all lies in your mind space. So whichever part of the world you are in right now, whatever your profession is right now, so even this is relevant to all our alumni friends, whether you are in a job, whether you are in a college, whether you are in any particular business, the most critical factor is that you got to look at, are you looking at this situation as a challenge or an opportunity? Because the first thing is, the way you look at life is the life will look at you back. So there is no reality or the reality out there. There is your reality, and your reality creates your world. So if I have been clear so far, I want you guys to type it into the chat, like clear, like this point is clearly drilled down there, because I will be going very specifically focused, giving you some key inputs that you can actually take action on. So if you have got the value in the first part, I would like each one of you to actually type it into the chat, say clear. So I don't know, I can't see any chats right now. So I think the chat has been disabled, if I am right. So
the chat is there. The chat is very much clear.
Chat is there. So I don't know. I can't see anybody chat. Okay.
There is a small icon at the bottom.
Yeah, I can see one person at least typed clear. The point I'm making is, guys, the situations will not change. The circumstances will not change. COVID is not going anywhere. What has to change and what has to transform is your way of looking at it, of how you can take care of yourself, your families, your businesses, your career, your business, and create an opportunity out of it. Yeah. So I'm glad some people at least shared across. So let me quickly announce their names so that next time when I'm asking. So Vaishnavi and Prasad, thank you so much for sharing and being, being interactive, because 123 people out here, if you don't, interact, what it fundamentally means is I'm talking to a camera. And the point is, if it is not drilled in down in your head, this is just, some great entertainment, nothing else. And this is not entertainment for you. Let me make it simple, because this is not even motivation, because motivation is all about turning water into ice. We are talking of transformation over here in this very 1.5 hours that we are here. And transformation is all about turning milk into curd, curd into cream, cream into butter, butter into ghee. And everything is non-reversible. Like, you can't turn the curd back into milk. So everything that we are sharing and everything each of our panel members are sharing, please pay attention, right? I hope it is clear again, okay? So first point clear. Now, the second thing is, if you can take care of your mind space, then you can take care of yourself. You can take care of family. You can take care of the world out there. Everything begins and ends with your mind space. So one of the things that I will give you actions. Now, you can actually take down as action points, and this is no Gyan session. This is absolutely action-oriented session. First thing is to stop reading. Now, this might sound radical, what I am sharing with you. To stop reading and consuming nonsensical media out there, whether it means Times of India, whether it means any printed newspaper, actually every printed newspaper, just to pick it up. It doesn't matter. You can just change the date, that the news remains the same. It is all nonsense that is being fed through the media, and it is an organized stuff. So I'm saying it loud and clear to 127 people. You can make it very simple. Stop consuming the nonsensical nonsense media out there, because it will help you clear up your mind space. Now, you may have a question. If I don't read newspaper, how will I pass stool? Like, how will I go to the bathroom? How will I come to know of what's happening in the world? Guys, I have a good news for you. Pick up a copy of a book that inspired you, that you bought. Don't buy another book. Just whatever copies. Like, you must have so many books that you have not read, more than 10 pages. Pick up a copy of the book that you were inspired by when you bought it. Read that. That would be a wonderful use of your time. I hope I am making sense over here. So if I'm making sense, type it into the chat box, MS. Because I want to see how many of you are actually listening. And listening is very different from hearing. If you are hearing, you wouldn't even react, like nobody knows what's happening. But if it is making sense, type it into the chat box, MS, making sense. Okay, cool. Next thing, let me just make it very simple for you, because there are, other panel members also that I have to do justice to. Next key action, every moment of your time is important. Like, imagine the pre-COVID world where you could say, and you can there, answer, oh, traffic mein atak gaya, but yahan par koi traffic nahi hai. There is no traffic on the highway. There is only traffic on the highway. So the world has moved from highway to highway. And if you can understand that your time and somebody else's time is important, then you say that you will organize your meeting at a particular time, to start on that at least 2 minutes before. Be there in your seat, ready to begin, because that will show what kind of integrity that you are in. There are no maids out there in the world now. We are all managing by ourselves. So actually speaking, as one of our friends rightly said, the productivity and the performance has actually increased. We are now getting a sense of कि झाड़ू लगाते वक्त आगे जाते हैं और पोछा लगाते वक्त पीछे जाते हैं. That kind of sense that we are getting in. The cleanliness, which is important. Like, every little thing that you do it as your God's work. Like, when I am actually, and I will be very candid, like, not that often, but I have been washing utensils. And believe me, there are some cool distinctions you can have from washing utensils. Like, once I was washing a glass, kaach ka glass, and I saw that that there was a yellow tinge, and that yellow tinge did not allow people to pick that up when they were picking up the glass. So every little thing that you are doing, be ready, be open, be ready to learn, be ready to ask yourself questions. And when you are being open, believe me, miracles are waiting to happen in your life. And this sounds like a mumbo jumbo to a lot of people, but believe me, I have been living this life. 50 trillion cells in my body, like they are raving to go and give you everything. But time is limited. I would only look at from a very simple perspective. My son, who is just 19 years of age, is in the second year of college. He, in the last 1.5 months that the colleges stopped, and his exams stopped. Like he gave 3 exams, and 1 or 2 exams or 3 exams got left out. And what happened? He has completed a course from Harvard. Like I actually had to ask him, "Bhaiya, kaun sa course kiya? Bata do jara." So he completed a course from Harvard, Entrepreneurship in Emerging Economy. He's doing some, bachelor course right now in graduation, BMS, Bachelor of Management Sciences. The point is, he completed a course from Harvard. He completed a course from Oxford, Economic Development, Poverty to Prosperity, and he completed a course from IMF. That was not easy. None of these courses were easy. They were 4, 5 week courses. He completed them in a week's time. The point I'm trying to make is, guys, and he's doing another course from Walton, Viral Marketing. Your time is the most precious commodity in the world. Don't waste it watching Netflix, Amazon, reading newspapers, or doing anything that you so far are comfortable doing in. Because your growth lies in the fact that is out of your comfort zone. You got to take actions which are out of your comfort zone. So are you getting some meaning into this? Like, are you getting value? So if you are getting value, just say LOV, lots of value. Because let's see how many of you are getting value out there in this session. LOV, love, one short of E actually. Lots of value exemplified, then it will be love. Okay, so fantastic. I would love to give you so much more, but I would love to just share one thing. There is a clear need to start thinking for your future. There are no organizations which are going to give you jobs if you are not employable. There are people out there who are educated, but they are not employable. Like my great friends from the panel, they would agree, like they are holding some great positions in the industry that they hold. Like they need manpower, they need people. But the reality is that they do not have the right kind of people that they would like to employ. And while there on the other extreme, there is so much of unemployment which is getting generated. A lot of people are losing jobs. Like in India, when I last heard, 2.6 million people, 26 million people lost jobs. In America, 47 million people lost jobs. Like this is a kind of a crazy number. Where the world is heading, therefore, you got to think for yourself. There was a time 300 years ago, much before Mughals and Britishers, dominated this world, this part of the country, then every person in the country was actually an entrepreneur. This time, the post-COVID world, I see a world wherein people will be actually coming out of their shells. Instead of looking for a job, they would be looking for giving a job. So instead of a job seeker, they would be job creators. And you could be that. It could be your journey to actually break through that, resistance. Because most of us, like including me, and let me be very candid with you, I am a son of a defense officer. I have been born and brought up saying that you have to study well, get a good job, get married, have some children, die, and that's the end of life. But no, that's not the end of life. That is one way of looking at life. 18 years of my life, I was working for someone else. Of course, they were great people. I worked for some billionaires. I worked for brands. Half a dozen of the brands are today billion-dollar brands. The point I'm trying to make is, for 18 years, I was making money for other people. On a one-on-one basis, I was working with them. The reality, well, it struck me, oh my God, what am I doing? It took me some time to start on my own. So 10 years ago, 15th of August 2010, I remember, I started on my own. Like I put in my papers. I was a chief marketing officer for one of the India's largest loyalty programs. And you can learn from everything from my profile and things. The point I'm just trying to make is I called it a day. I started as an entrepreneur, but the journey was not easy. And this is something which it is not documented so far until unless my book comes out, which will take some time. I'm releasing my book on 15th August. But more importantly, the journey from a professional to entrepreneur was not easy. It is only the first level turn. Like it is like a chakravyuh. So the chakravyuh is, a very, very complex maze. You can only break through when you have the right guidance, the right mentoring, and the right coaching. So what's really important is find out for yourself what you really want to do. Find out from yourself what you really want to do, because in the world that you are living in, there is something really, like you are unique. Each one of you, 116 people, each one of you, each one of us are unique. And therefore, all you have to do is find out something, what you really want to do. And that is the possibility that you can actually launch your own startup, even without quitting your job. Now, that may sound again very radical, but legally, ethically, and doing, following all the rules and regulations of the corporate world, there are at least 9 different startup ideas and startup ventures that you can actually do without quitting your job. And of course, if you are making great money, you can always think of starting up on your own and take your startup to the next level. So I won't take a lot of time over here right now. I'll take a quick pause, let other panel members contribute in, and then we will see how it goes in across. So if time permits, I will even share those 9 ideas. So thank you so much. I hope this was sufficient to absorb for the moment. And thank you so much once again for sharing, for allowing me to share my thoughts. Thank you, Shazleen.
Thank you so much, sir. As rightly said, it's all in state of mind. For some, it's a challenge. For some, it's an opportunity. I would now request Mr.